Welcome back to the darkness. They say the old folks know best. Superstitions, warnings, the evil eye. We call them myths. We laugh them off as we drive into the night, feeling invincible. But what if those warnings aren't just stories? What if they are rules? Rules that, if broken, invite something ancient into your life. Tonight's guest is Ava. She and her husband, Alex, were the perfect couple living in San Antonio. They were young, in love, and had their whole lives ahead of them. Until one night they took a wrong turn down a lonely road in Sisterdale. Alex came home that night. Or at least, something wearing his face did. Ava, the microphone is yours. Tell us what happened.
People used to stop us on the street. Seriously. Alex and I, we were that couple. He was 28, I was 26. We fit together like puzzle pieces. Alex's grandmother. She lived with us before she passed. She was very old school. She used to look at us with worry. She'd say, "You two shine too bright. Be careful. The night has eyes. Don't stay out too late, or the bad spirits will get jealous." We laughed it off. We thought she was just being a superstitious grandma. 6 months ago, she passed away. The house felt empty without her. Alex was devastated. He loved her so much. To cheer him up, I suggested a date night. "Let's go to Luckenbach," I said. "Grab some food, listen to live music, clear our heads." He agreed. We left San Antonio around 9 p.m. It was a beautiful night. Full moon, clear skies. We drove up to Fredericksburg, then over to Luckenbach. We ate. We laughed. For the first time in months, Alex looked happy. By the time the concert ended, it was around 11:30 p.m. The place was closing down. We got back in the car. We were tired. "Let's take the shortcut through Sisterdale," Alex said. "It cuts off like 20 minutes. I nodded. "Sure, let's just get home." That was the mistake. About 10 minutes onto Sisterdale Road, the atmosphere changed. Instantly, the air in the car, it got hot, aggressively hot, and then the smell hit us. It wasn't just bad. It smelled like sulfur and rotting meat, like a slaughterhouse in the sun. Alex looked at me, confused. "Do you smell that?" "Yeah," I choked out. "Did we hit a skunk?" Before he could answer, the paved road just ended. We were suddenly on a dirt track. Alex slammed on the brakes. "This isn't the highway." We looked around. Under the moonlight, all I could see were stones. Hundreds of them. We weren't on a road. We were in the middle of an ancient abandoned graveyard. Then the car died. Just shut off. What the hell? Alex tried to restart it. Click, 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 nothing. The silence was deafening. And that smell, it was getting stronger, suffocating us. Then I felt it. Eyes. It felt like there were 5, maybe 10 people standing right outside the car. I heard whispers, not English. It sounded like buzzing, like insects trying to speak. "Alex, lock the doors," I whispered, terrified. But before he could move, the wind picked up. No, it wasn't wind. It was a tornado. The car started shaking violently. The sky turned black. The moon just vanished. "Hold on," Alex screamed. He grabbed my hand. His grip was so tight it hurt. The door on my side flew open. The suction was incredible. I was being pulled out. "Ava!" Alex lunged for me. He grabbed my other arm. We were holding on to each other for dear life. But the force, it was angry. It wanted us separated. With a deafening roar, Alex was ripped from the driver's seat. I felt his hand slip from mine. "Alex!" I was thrown onto screamed, "Alex!" I searched everywhere, behind the tombstones in the woods. He was gone. Vanish. I ran back to the car. Miraculously, it started. I drove home like a maniac. I thought maybe he walked to the main road. Maybe he got a ride. I pulled into our driveway in San Antonio. His car wasn't there. Obviously, I was driving it. I ran inside, unlocking the door with trembling hands. "Alex, are you here?" And there he was, sitting on the couch. The TV was off. The curtains were drawn. He was holding a bag of chips. I froze. A wave of relief washed over me, followed immediately by anger. "Alex!" I screamed. "Are you kidding me?" I waited all night in that graveyard. I was terrified. "How did you get home? Why didn't you call me?" He didn't answer. He just kept eating. Crunch, squelch, crunch. It didn't sound like chips. It sounded wet. "Alex, answer me." I walked over to him furious. He was staring blankly at the wall. His skin was pale, too pale. I grabbed the bag from his hand. "Stop ignoring me. Give it back," he whispered. His voice, it sounded like two stones grinding together. I looked into the bag. It wasn't chips. It was warm. It was wet. I reached in and pulled out a chunk. It wasn't a potato chip. It was raw meat. A heart. Or maybe a liver. It was the size of a goat's organ. And it was still pulsing. Blood dripped down my fingers onto the carpet. I looked at Alex. His mouth was smeared with fresh blood. He smiled at me, but it wasn't his smile. It was too wide, too many teeth. I screamed. I dropped the bag and ran. I locked myself in the bedroom and called 911. When the police arrived, they kicked the door down. They searched the living room. Alex was gone. The bag was gone. There was no blood on the carpet, no organ, nothing. The police looked at me like I was insane. They took a report for a missing person, but I could tell they didn't believe the rest. That was 2 weeks ago, but he hasn't left. Sometimes, late at night, I see him standing in the hallway. He's always holding that bloody organ, and he just whispers, "You should have stayed on the main road, Ava." I don't know who or what came home that night, but I know one thing. My husband is dead, and I am living with the thing that killed him.
And that brings us to the end of tonight's nightmare. You know, in Texas folklore, there are stories about entities that live on the back roads. Skinwalkers, changelings, spirits that feed on the living. Grandma warned them. She said the night has eyes. Ava and Alex thought they were just stories. But perhaps that skepticism was the invitation the darkness needed. It makes you wonder, when your loved one comes home after a strange event and they act a little different, are they just traumatized? Or are you staring at a stranger wearing their skin? If Ava's story sent shivers down your spine, please support the channel. Smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a true story. And before you go, take a piece of advice with you. If your GPS ever tells you to take a shortcut down a lonely dirt road in the middle of the night, turn around. The long way home might be boring, but at least you'll arrive with your soul intact. Until next time, stay safe, stay skeptical, and for the love of God, keep your doors locked. Goodbye.